going on here? This is supposed to be the Team Dion topic thread. All I'm seeing in these posts is Jared and his team. Jared and his comments. Jared is so good looking. Wait, hold up. Nope. Actually, no one said that. I guess I must have said that. Quick, run to the rumor mill. In all seriousness, the reason I'm posting this video reply is that my team of 100 paid employees, they made me aware of this forum topic. They said that out of 40 posts, 30 of them were mentioning my name, and so I asked them to print all the posts, bring them to me on a silver platter, and then I went ahead and highlighted some topics of interest that I thought I should reply to. Now, note that I did all of my highlighting, as you can see here, with a cheap plastic highlighter, and I really wish there would have been some sweet anodized aluminum ones to do it with. Oh, did you see that, Jim? I just came up with a new pimping style on video. You're gonna have to define that one for me. Anyway, Dion, you want to put together a team. Whether it's Quirky or whether it's life, I highly recommend getting a team, because when you can share your trials and tribulations with a team, life is so much more enjoyable than if you're just doing that at a computer, being the lone hero by yourself. So, on this topic of you assembling your own team, I highly encourage it. I'm glad you brought it up, and I thought I'd share with you a few ideas on what I look for when assembling my own teams. First, in life, and also again on Quirky, it's helpful if we can define rules for success. It's even better if we can define the rules for success so that it's easy for us to win. And what I mean by that is, on Quirky, as you know, there are about 100 submissions each week, and only one gets to win. So when you assemble your team, you can know up front that you're probably going to lose most of the time. And therefore, before you and your team start working, whoever you find to work with you, I would highly recommend that you get together with your team and you guys define that if you were to participate every week and lose every week, what would have to happen for you guys to have had a great experience and still be willing to do it all again. If you're curious, my rules for success in this arena are that I decided back in March when I started submitting that if I could have the discipline to show up once a week and submit a well-presented and articulated idea, then with everything that I'm doing outside of Quirky, people could see that work on my Facebook fan page, they could see it at Quirky, and I can know that that was great to show them I'm a quality person to work with, I'm consistent, I deliver at a high level, and you know, it's good for the Jared, Joyce Inventor brand. You also might be wondering, okay, great, that's good rules for success for you, Jared. How do you get other people to buy into it when you just said, we're probably going to lose most of the time? And my thought there is, when it comes to company culture, or in this case team culture, and this is something that Quirky does very well, what we know is that of all the people I work with, given the option, everybody wants to be on a high performance team. And high performance teams need high performance challenges. So what I outline with my team is that, hey, if you want your employees to be working consistently at a high level, then what you want is me to come in each week, inject this design exercise, and boom, every week I reset the culture so that they stay at a high productive rate. And that's what I do. If you can't sell them on that, I don't know what to tell you. Moving on. Why not to rant in the forums when you lose? You'll notice that about 90% of the time I rank in the top 5%, and you don't see me throwing a temper tantrum when I lose. Now, here's why I don't do it, and here's why I don't think anyone else should do it. Even though I would love to win every week that I submit, even though I would love to think that there are rules and regulations that I can follow, that I can then dictate a win, bottom line is that every week Quirky is taking one person and giving them the opportunity to commercialize their entire invention, product to market, at no further expense to them. No prototype or patent required, and you know, I don't care how they pick it, we can only see that as an incredible gift. So that's why I don't rant when I lose. At the same time, I just said don't rant when you lose. I still have the mind of a champion, right? For example, this Friday when they announce the winners, they're going to be announcing for the first time ever the double win on Quirky. That's right. My under-desk cord management and my power grid, boom! Ow! Taking it all the way. See what I'm doing there, Dion? Mind of a champion. Anyway, summary on team. Rules for success, define them. Don't rant in the forums when you lose, and play like a champion. If you put your guts on the line every week, I guarantee you and your team will have a great success, great experience. Moving on, let's see here. Had a few Q&A to do. We got David V. By the way, Jared, I think Dion was hitting on you. Well, that's possible. I mean, we know Joshua Wright has professed a male crush on Ben Kaufman in the past, but, you know, as Daniel mentioned in another forum, I think we should get David Quirk to weigh in on this. Let's just see what he thinks about it. Imants, in my humble opinion, Jared has great presentation skills, whether he works in a team or not. If only he had better ideas, he would be a constant winner here. Imants, it's the if only phrase. If only Quirky had an IP policy that respected the rights of independent inventors like myself. If only they would agree to give me my patent rights back at what point they failed to commercialize my inventions, then you might see some of my better work. Until that time, however, you'll have to settle for my second tier, albeit very well presented, seconds. David V. Jared most of the time reminds me of a BASF motto. We don't make a lot of the products you buy, we make a lot of the products you buy better. David, thank you. Funny you mention that. The mission statement for my company is the inventions of Jared Joyce Inc. with bold confidence and supreme innovation. The inventions of Jared Joyce Inc. will bring efficient pleasure to the masses. Now, Dion, if you like that phrase, efficient pleasure to the masses, that was written by my right-hand man, John Malinsky. You can look him up on my website. He's awesome. Now we got Michael Taylor, Carrie J, and Imants again. One mold modular furniture video. What can I say, guys? I'm sorry it's not your favorite, but every single thing you outlined in the forums here, that's why the video had to be that way. You see, most people don't know what modular furniture is. And then when you explain it to them, they are appalled that such a design exists, such a piece of furniture exists, that when you assemble it, it doesn't immediately solve all of your design and organization solutions. They are offended to find out that you have to buy 5 to 10 pieces, stack them together, and then maybe you'll arrive at a good organization solution. So first in the video, I had to explain what modular furniture is. Then, using Bed Bath & Beyond as an example, I had to educate that this market exists. Believe it or not, people are buying cubes at $20 a piece and stacking them. And finally, because Quirky is a popularity contest for votes, what I have to push these people to is, all right, I've seen the video, cubes are stupid, I would still never buy it, but I gotta say, Jared's cube is superior to that cube being sold, and hey, if that's what the kids are buying these days, then yeah, here's my vote. So that's why the video is how it is. If you have suggestions of how you think it could be better, I'd love to hear them. Additionally, Carrie, you mentioned not up to his usual standards. What is it that you like about my usual standards? I'd be curious to know. Moving on, Michael Taylor, this is a pretty long one, so I'll just paraphrase. Jared is so awesome. Oh, thanks, Michael. You're awesome too. And finally in the Q&A, Patty D. Jared is very rarely on the forums, probably spending his time on his ideas and presentations. Patty D. Thank you! You remind me of one of my favorite phrases, and that is, ordinary things consistently done make for extraordinary results. And ordinarily, I am working on my ideas and presentations. And ordinarily, the people in these forum posts are talking on the forums. Now, Both of these are fine. The irony here is that this thread is talking about putting teams together to work on better presentations. And the problem with talking is that it conveniently lies between thinking and action, and is often a substitute for both, as displayed in these forums here today. Looking through, I think we're about done. Closing remarks. When I started on Quirky back in March, the idea was that I would submit one idea per week, and if I could keep up with that discipline of polishing one of my ideas that's been sitting on the shelf and doing a good presentation, then yeah, that would be a worthwhile exercise. Hopefully I would win, but if nothing else, great branding, right? But then, Quirky just, as you know, recently went to 2 submissions per week. And Quirky's no longer become such a side project anymore. But honestly, I am far too competitive to not step up and meet that challenge. Bottom line, I am exhausted. Since the middle of September, I've been sleeping 3 to 4 hours every night in order to keep up with my regular schedule, and then a free-for-all post and a project-based brief post. And I want to continue. And so there's another rumor on Quirky. It's the Dion rumor. And Dion's rumor is that every good idea that he presents, people then copy and use it as their own after he presents it. Dion, I guess that's true. Because here I am at the end of this video and I'm saying, I'm looking for help. I'm looking to expand my team. If you have a specific skill set that you think that you could plug in to help me present my inventions each week, and if you have defined your rules of success for how we could work together each week, never win, and will still be a great experience, then I would love to hear from you. Additionally, high performance team. I left that one out. If you want to be on a high performance team with your specific skill set and you've defined your rules for success, contact me. I'd love to hear from you. If you're not willing to define your rules for success, don't contact me. Maybe contact Dion. I'm kidding, Dion. It's a joke. It's a joke. Final shout out on this video goes to Matthew Fleming. Matthew, I'm looking at my watch, right at about 13 minutes. You're always impressed with the one-take wonders? There it is. Longest one to date on Quirky. Good night.